Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Lexi. If you're new here, subscribe, stay a while. It's a fun time. I'm finally getting around to packing and showing you, well, my hospital bag has been pretty much packed, but showing you guys what is in my hospital bag. I've got this mama bag right here full of stuff, and then I'm also gonna go through what I packed for baby. It's basically the diaper bag, but I just have like one pouch of things specifically for the hospital. So some things in here I don't think are necessary for the baby, but because this is the bag we're using and I just have the diaper bag like ready to go, there are gonna be some like extra bits and bobs in there too. But I made a little checklist on Canva. My husband Sean also packed his bag. Not that exciting. I feel like that's just like any overnight bag, really. But I wanted to go through all of the items that I've packed. I am out of breath because I'm very pregnant. I finally am getting around to filming this video. I just got out of the pool where I have been pretty much spending all of my time, if I'm not at work, floating because it feels great on my belly and just my body in general, and it's 1,000 degrees. I live in Florida, so very nice to just float in the pool and relax, and I've been doing that all day, but I figured I would come inside, put a little pillow on the floor, and go through everything that's in my hospital bag because I don't know when this baby's gonna decide to come, and I wanted to get this video at least filmed, maybe edited before that time comes. So let's go through. I am a first-time mom. If you are new here, we do not know what we are having as far as baby girl or baby boy. We do know there is only one baby in there, but I'm very excited to find out soon what we are having. So why don't we go through what's in here, shall we? I will preface this by saying we live about like 20 minutes from the hospital, so not super far. I know one thing that I haven't packed yet that I definitely want to pack is snacks. That's going to be something that we add closer to when we go to the hospital, but definitely want to pack snacks. But as far as like if I forget something, hopefully we will have family in town when I go into labor, and if they can bring stuff, like it's really not that big of a deal. It's pretty close. So I also am pretty lucky that our hospital has a lot of things. We did take a birth class a couple weekends ago and got a tour of the labor and delivery suites and everything like that, and I'm very excited that they do have a lot at the hospital already. So a lot of these things are more just like comfort items, especially when it comes to baby. They pretty much have like anything we would need, but I still wanted to pack a few things. So enough rambling, why don't we jump into it? First and foremost is the bag that I'm using. So it's just this mama bag, and my neighbor actually got me this as a gift with some like baby items in it, and it's so cute. It's like the perfect size. I thought about doing a roller suitcase, and I still may change my mind just because if I decide I wanted to pack something like a pillow or a blanket, obviously that would just have to go on top. I mean, my husband is going to be carrying this, so I personally don't care as much whether it's on wheels or not. But at first I just thought that seemed excessive to have like a roller bag, but now I'm thinking like it might be kind of convenient. Although I will say the way this is organized is really nice versus like a suitcase having to unfold. So I don't know, I keep going back and forth. Also, any of you out there who have had a baby, if you want to share your thoughts in the comments, we can chat about it. I know every hospital is different, every mom is different, every baby is different. So everyone's hospital bag checklist is pretty different, but these are just items that I've kind of researched and decided to pack. So enough rambling and like disclaimers, let's just jump right in. So it has like pockets around the inside of the bag, and then there's just like one giant pocket in the middle. So I guess we'll first start with my little toiletry bag that says mama. This is from Amazon. I had it on my baby registry. The baby has a matching one that says baby on it. I just thought it was too cute. I had to. And inside this is basically just like toiletries for myself. So I have a couple of silk scrunchies, a claw clip, a headband. My plan is when I go into labor to have hopefully been able to wash my hair, depending on obviously when this baby decides to arrive. And I want to do 2 French braids to just keep it out of my face. Like it's comfortable and I know my hair stays pretty well in them. So that's gonna be my plan. But if not, I do have some other hair accessories. Why don't I zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better? like I said, hair accessories, and then I also have a smaller clip as well. Nothing really that groundbreaking. Also in here, I have this mini detox dry shampoo, floss, toothbrush, toothpaste, a little thing of bobby pins and clear elastics. We've got a couple of Shout wipes, Shout Advanced for stains, I guess, if I need it. A lot of these things are just like my go-to travel toiletries, but Aquaphor lip balm, mouthwash, a little travel-sized hairbrush, a Laneige lip mask mini, a facial cleanser. We've got a little Laneige water bank hyaluronic cream moisturizer, just like basically a little tiny face moisturizer. And then this is a cream skin toner and moisturizer. Probably won't use this, but it came in the little Laneige travel pack that I got for my birthday from either Ulta or Sephora, I can't remember. A little tiny mini perfume, just in case I feel like I smell, I can just do a quick little spritz. A couple more hair ties, and then in this bag is like shampoo, conditioner, body lotion, body wash, and leave-in conditioner. So that is all of my toiletries for myself, I believe. I don't think I have any other toiletries that I'm missing. I'm like looking, this is like a way for me to double check too what I'm still needing to pack, because I have my list right over here next to me. But I believe that that is everything. Again, will I need all of this? Probably not. But it's my first time doing this, and I just want to be as comfortable as possible. And I have the room in my bag. I feel like I haven't excessively overpacked. So that's what's in the toiletry bag. Next, in this little side pocket, I have a sleep mask. Just this adjustable sleep mask. And then also this deep sleep body cocoon lotion. Basically, this just smells incredible. I think it's eucalyptus, lavender, vetiver, chamomile. It smells really good, and it's really stress relieving. So I have this just in case I need to like put a little bit on if I'm in labor and I'm feeling overwhelmed. I really like this. So I have those two things packed. I'm a fan of a sleep mask in general, but especially in a hospital when people are coming in and out and like there's lights and whatever. So that is why I packed that. Then in this small pocket, we've got a little thing of reusable breast pads, silverettes, a tiny little nipple balm, and then I also have this little Earth Mama one, just in case I need it while I am there. Then the next pocket, I have a heating pad. Well, the heating pad itself is in the bag, but this is the cord for the heating pad in case I need it during labor. I have my labor combs, so they just look like this. I plan to get an epidural. That's my current personal preference right now, but I do want to labor as long as possible and be able to move around before I get that. So I want some coping strategies to help with the pain. Plus, sometimes epidurals don't work or the baby comes faster and you just never know. So I'm kind of prepping myself for medicated and unmedicated labor, but I am planning on getting an epidural if I'm able to, and hopefully it works. But if not, I have my labor combs. I also have a TENS machine, again, for labor pain. Put it on your back. It's like electrodes. I've heard it can be really helpful, especially if you're having back labor. So that is packed as well. And then a couple of liquid IV packs, just because I want to stay hydrated. I'm not sure what the eating and drinking schedule is going to look like while I'm in labor. Again, I feel like this depends on not only the hospital, but a lot of things, and if I'm even going to want to eat and drink, but I do know that staying hydrated is important, so I'm bringing that. So that is everything in that pocket. Then moving right along the perimeter, I've got my tripod. I'm going to try my best to get pictures and videos just for our own memories. I don't know if I'll make like a birth vlog, but I do want to do like a birth story video, and just, I feel like I'm the type of person who's gonna black out during labor and like not remember anything. Plus, for our own memories, like I really, really want to videotape and like record the labor process and having our first baby. So we will see how the hospital feels about that. But either way, I have a little tripod just in case. And then a fan to clip onto the hospital bed. This is like a little stroller fan. It's fully charged, ready to go. We have two of these. One is currently in the baby stroller. This one's here and will probably go in the diaper bag after I go through labor, but wanted to have that. Then the other side pocket, the bigger one, we've got 2 little file folders. So this little tiny notebook contains my birth plan. I'm a little crazy, you guys. I'm very type A. I've done a lot of research. I'm in the medical field. So for me, I have a birth preference sheet if I go into labor vaginally, naturally, without an induction, if I need an induction, and then if I need a C-section. So I have 3 different birth plans. They're all very similar. And then also in here is just the labor and birth guide that we got at our birthing class. There's just like extra info in here, so I figured I would throw it in with my birth plan. And I have a couple different copies of that for the labor and delivery nurses, as well as Sean, my husband, myself, whatever. And then this is a little file folder for documents while we're at the hospital. So it's divided into things like insurance, pediatrician information, keepsakes, medical records, birth certificate, social security card, miscellaneous, just basically any paperwork that we get in the hospital. I wanted to keep it organized for baby and myself. So that's what this little file folder is. And then we're on to the large pocket in the bag. So first is my Kindred Bravely labor gown. And I know the hospital provides you with one and it gets disgusting, but hear me out. Number 1, I want to be comfortable, and this is extremely soft. Number 2, it's super cute, and is that a priority for me when I'm in labor? No, but like if I can feel good in what I'm wearing, why not? It's black, it has pockets, I can wash it afterwards. Like it's not the end of the world if it gets dirty. I know giving birth is like a gross process with lots of bodily fluids, but I like that it can be buttoned up from the front or the back. So when I'm laboring, because the hospital gowns only like are closed in the front and your back is wide open, and I don't need my butt cheeks while I'm walking through the halls of the hospital just hanging out for everyone to see. So that is why I'm going with this one. I also think it's really cute and soft and comfy. So, you know, if I want it, why not? So this is like a little simple pleasure that I'm bringing for myself. Then I also have this pajama gown, short sleeves, buttons, just figured for postpartum when I'm in the recovery room, easy for breastfeeding, for when they're coming around and doing postpartum checks. It's lightweight, soft, comfortable, so I have that. Then I have 2 robes as well to wear in the hospital, and both of these have matching outfits with the baby. A little bit extra, whatever. But this one is copper pearl, and it's this like blue wave color. It's super soft. Again, a robe is something easy I can throw over like a nursing bra. Still feel comfortable, but it can be cute. And like I said, the baby has matching outfits, so that is why I'm bringing these ones. And then this one is just like a beige color. Nothing crazy. They're both just like tie little wrap robes. Not too heavy, but like warm enough that I'm not just like hanging out in a bra in the hospital. So I have those 2. Then I have my going home outfit. I think I'm gonna pack this like little romper just because depending on if I don't wanna put like shorts on or something like that, this is easy to just throw over top. So I'll probably pack this after I wash it as well. But then I also have just like flowy, comfy black shorts, an oversized t-shirt, and these maternity biker shorts in case I feel like I want something that goes up and over my belly but still like feels nice and tight. I don't know. I just wanted to have a couple options. Like I said, I've never given birth. I don't know what I'm going to want to wear home, and it's 1,000 degrees outside. So we needed something flowy and comfortable. Then I have the actual heating pad that I showed you that goes with the cord. I'm going to put that nicely at the bottom because I feel like it takes up a lot of space if it's put in there wrong. Then this little toiletry bag actually has all of my electronics. So I have an extra long, like 10-foot phone charger, my vlog camera, a couple portable chargers, our film camera with some film canisters, camera battery charger, things like that. So this is like all of our electronics in here. And then last is this little bag, and in here I have, did I break the little, why is this not opening? there we go. I have a couple of different grippy socks that are like light compression. I thought that these would be great to wear in labor. They're soft, but they still have the grips on the bottom. So I got a couple different pairs in gray and black for the hospital. Just so I don't have to, I don't know, again, wear the hospital socks if I don't have to. Plus a little bit of compression around my ankles will be really nice. And then 2 different nursing bras. I believe I have 2 in here. One is Old Navy. This one's Old Navy. It's just like crisscross in the front. And then this one, I have 3. Just kidding, I lied. This one's Old Navy. No padding, crisscross in the front, more of like a sleeping one. This one, I believe, is from Amazon. Again, black, but just crisscross in the front. This one is padded. And then this one is a nursing bra that can also be used as a pumping bra, I believe. And this one, I think is from Target. I think it might be the Ouden brand. I'm not 100% sure, but this one's just like a nude color. So I have a couple of those. And then that's pretty much it for my bag. I think I've covered everything in here. And then in a second, we'll go ahead and we'll go through baby's bag. But originally my plan was to do like a pre-birth bag and then like an after-birth bag and put all of baby's stuff in the after-birth bag. So that way, like when we change rooms from delivery to the postpartum rooms, we can go to the car and like switch out the bags. But honestly, I didn't have as much stuff as I thought that I'm gonna need to do that. Like it really doesn't matter that I have everything in one bag because I don't have that many things. Like I thought if I was gonna have to do a roller bag for like the day or 2 that you stay in the hospital afterwards, that I would want separate bags, but I was able to fit everything pretty well in this one. So as of right now, this is the plan, to just kind of keep everything for me in this bag. Sean has a duffel bag for himself, and then baby has the diaper bag. So really not that much. And they're not that heavy. It seems manageable. I don't know. I know that a lot of people do the roller bag, and I can see how that could be convenient. Maybe if Sean and I decide to consolidate our bags, or I don't want to bring the diaper bag, I'll switch to a roller bag, but we shall see. But for right now, that is everything in my bag. Now moving on to baby, the diaper bag that we went with is a Huggies brand. I'm actually obsessed, and as far as diaper bags go, it's pretty affordable compared to a lot of the other expensive options. Completely wipeable, and it has a lot of really great pockets. So I guess we'll just start with the outside. So we have these little, they're supposed to be scented, but they're very, very lightly scented, if at all. It's like a little dog poop bag container, but we're gonna be using this for diapers. And then this is a little pacifier case that looks like a seashell. So I just have those hanging on here. I have pre-washed and sterilized pacifiers in here. And then again, like I obviously won't need these at the hospital, but they're already on the diaper bag. So I'm just kind of keeping them on there for now. And then on the sides, this is it's an insulated bottle pocket. I don't have anything in here right now. What I might do is put the colostrum that I've collected in here to bring to the hospital and then move it to the freezer at the hospital when we get there, just because this is insulated. And then on this side is convenient little wipes pouch for diaper changes. Again, I know I don't need wipes. The hospital has wipes, but I've got them in here already anyways. Then we've got a pocket up here and a pocket down here. So in the bottom pocket, I have the stain treater, the Miss Mouth's Messy Eater stain treater, and a little spray hand sanitizer. Then we have just a little thing of infant's Tylenol for emergencies. Again, I know I won't need these things in the hospital, but this is just what we had packed in the diaper bag when I decided to just bring this. A little thermometer. This can be used rectally, orally, or I believe in the armpit. I'm not 100% sure, but just a little thermometer to have on the go. Some little baby Aquaphor packets. A refill of the diaper bags. A little Tubby Todd mineral sun stick. I know the baby won't be wearing sunscreen right away, but again, when the time comes, I was happy to have this little thing in here because there's so much space. And then I think that's everything that's in here. Nope, I was wrong. We have a little mini Tubby Todd all over ointment and a little tiny Aveeno Baby moisturizer. So that's everything in that pocket. I definitely could take the infant Tylenol out of the box, and I probably should, but for now, it's staying in there. And then in the other side of this front pocket, we have this, the brand is Groansy, and it's a little portable sterilizer. Sorry, my camera battery died, but like I was saying, if you wipe off like a pacifier or a toy or teether or something like that, you can just pop it in here. Quick little sterilizer, easy to be charged. I thought this was nice to have. And then we also have a little portable sound machine and charger for both of these in there. So this is nice if we need it in the hospital, but also just to have in the diaper bag in case we need it on the go. I believe we have another one of these as well in our diaper caddy for around the house. So that is everything in the front pocket. There's still a ton of room, but for now, I know that things will come up and we'll be like, oh, we have to add that to the diaper bag as we have experience living life with the baby. But for now, that's the front pocket. And then up in this top pocket, we have a little toy strap. So this straps around car seat, stroller, whatever you need. And it holds toys, pacifiers, again, just so they don't like throw things. Obviously, a newborn infant isn't going to be doing that. So I just have one in here for now, as well as this cute little Hungry Caterpillar teether toy. They're not gonna need it right now. But again, I just threw it in here because I have the space, so. That is the top pocket. Now the main pocket. This is the little hospital bag that I have for baby, the little toiletry case that I was telling you about. So like realistically, I probably could just pack this for the baby and be fine. And I may do that, but for right now, I'm just keeping it in the diaper bag. So in here, I have just this basic newborn size, like short sleeve onesie with buttons on the bottom. It is Gerber brand. I just got it at Target. Again, not sure 100% what size baby is, so we have a couple different options, but I figured this could be gender neutral and it could go with the hats and bows that I have packed as well if we wanted for pictures. So just this light green. This might be, depending on the baby's size and how hot it is outside too, what we bring the baby home in. Or I have a couple different other options, but just something simple to have. Then with that outfit, I brought this bow just in case, because if we do have a girl, I feel like you could just throw a little baby boy in this, but how cute with a little bow if it's a girl. Then I have this copper pearl knotted gown for in the hospital. Just this basic cream color. This matches the robe that I have. And then with that is a matching little bow or hat option, depending on if we have a little boy or a girl. Again, fun to have both since we don't know what we're having. And then this is the other matching outfit with my robe that I have. And this one also has a matching bow or hat. Also brand is Copper Pearl for this one. So a couple different outfits with surprise pieces for the gender. Our family is going to be so excited. I'm debating if I want to have my husband like go out into the waiting room and tell them with like hats or something, or if we want them to come into the hospital room and just have what baby is wearing and like surprise them. Then also outfits, I have one preemie onesie in here. I don't think the baby's going to be small enough to be in this just based on what the baby has been measuring so far, but just in case, I wanted to pack one preemie option as well, and this also matches the bow if we need to. So those are the different clothing options. Then I have little cards and a little footprint ink pad in case we wanted to, for family members, do like little footprints or handprints while we're in the hospital. I have these. I know the hospital has an ink pad, but I figured these were small, easy to bring. So in case we wanted a few extra mementos while we're there. These tiny, tiny little nail files specifically made for babies. Let me see if I can show you, because I've heard sometimes babies come out with really sharp nails and a lot of hospitals they can't cut them for you. So I have the like electric nail file here, but I wanted to get these little baby ones for the hospital and the diaper bag. So I have these as well in case we need it. And then these are just some fun little like wooden cards for pictures in the hospital and whatnot. We have this Hello World one with like details of the baby after they're born. And then we have two, one that says it's a boy and one that says it's a girl, again, for pictures or videos or whatever we want to do. But these are packed as well. And then that's all I have packed specifically for the hospital for the baby. And it all fits really nicely in this little pouch. Again, there's even more room than that if we needed to, but that's what I have packed clothing wise and like little baby items for the baby. Also inside the diaper bag, we have a bunch of like size 1. These are Honest diapers in here. I know the hospital has diapers. These are just because the diaper bag was packed. I have a little thing of pacifier and bottle wipes, and then breast pump wipes in case we're on the go. And I need those. And then we've got wet dry bags, a little portable changing pad that came with the diaper bag, 2 muslin burp cloths, and then a nursing cover. And that is everything in the diaper bag. And like I said, I'm very happy with how much fits in here and how there is still so much space left if we needed to pack any more. But I think we're pretty good as far as what we've got in here for a diaper bag. Again, like I said, as we learn and live life as first-time parents, I'm sure there will be things that we'll add or take out or whatever. But for now, that's our little diaper bag with this. So that pretty much concludes what I've packed for the hospital. And then I think Sean packed some things that we will both use, like a deck of cards in case we're bored, an extension cord, or like a multi-plug, Bluetooth speaker, the iPad, snacks. I don't think he's packed snacks yet. And then obviously things that we'll have with us. I'm reading off of my little checklist. The car seat will be in the car. I'm debating on bringing a little night light, or I do have this little lamp that's like a sunset lamp. Depending on how long, if we do an induction, I may pack it, like if we're gonna be there longer for any reason, or if we have a C-section, maybe I'll pack it just for like at night so the bright hospital lights aren't on, but I haven't packed that yet. So that's something that's like kind of iffy, some sort of night light or like dimmable light. And then I do possibly want to add like a swaddle blanket for the baby. I know the hospital has them. My plan is to hopefully have probably my mom or dad or Sean's family, whoever is there, one of our family members bring one of the baby blankets back to the house to let the pets smell it before we get home, just to kind of acclimate them to baby's scent. And then another thing I'm like on the fence about is if I need my breastfeeding pillow or not. Part of me is like, I can just stack hospital pillows or blankets for the time being so I don't have to bring another thing. I'm also not super picky on my pillows. I definitely want to be comfortable in labor, but I don't think I'm going to be that comfortable in a hospital bed anyway sleeping. So I'm like, do I want to bring a pillow for myself? I think Sean should definitely bring a pillow and blanket because he is particular about his pillows, but also he is going to have like a little like layout couch to lay on. So I think he'll want a pillow and blanket. But for me, I'm like, do I need that? I don't think I need my own towel either. Again, he probably does, but like I can just go with the flow. I don't know. Let me know down below if you think there's anything I forgot that I should definitely add. I know our hospital has things like a breast pump if I need it, the peanut ball, the regular pregnancy ball, everything pretty much that I can think of that baby would need. And then another thing that I need to pack still is an empty bag. Everyone says bring just like an empty reusable grocery bag so you can put everything the hospital gives you in there as far as like postpartum stuff. Well, that's another thing. I do have like postpartum items, and I'm debating on packing my own peri bottle because that's the one thing that people say they wish they had because they didn't like the hospital one. But at our birthing class, we got a walkthrough of all the postpartum supplies that our hospital offers, and they have like the exact looking type like diaper underwear as the Frida Mom briefs, like they're boy briefs. So I might save those for when I get home for postpartum. I believe they're gonna give us dermoplast, tux pads, things like that, but I may add a couple more of those items once I clarify for sure what they have there. I know they have the ice pack pads. So yeah, I'm not sure. I kind of want to save my postpartum supplies for when I get home, but also if they give us a bunch of stuff for baby and myself, I want to have the empty bag to bring that home as well. So that's pretty much everything. I feel like I rambled through that very quickly, but also kind of feel like I took forever. So if you're still watching, thank you. But yeah, I'm open to chat about anything that you think I should add or things you don't think I will need. Again, I know everyone's different, and this is my first baby, so I feel like I've got a pretty good bag packed for myself, but you never know, and I'm always open to suggestions. So let me know in the comments as well. Let me know if there's any last minute videos. I do plan on doing like a nesting video with me where I take you guys through how I've organized the baby's closet, dresser, diaper caddy, postpartum cart, things like that. And then a nursery tour at some point as well, for sure, when that's fully done. There are some finishing touches that we're gonna wait, like for example, getting a rug until we know if baby's a boy or a girl. Some wall decor. Once we decide on a name, I would like to put the baby's name up in the room. So I did film like the process of us like painting and designing the nursery, but I may wait to release the full nursery tour till after the baby's here. I think that might be the best idea so that you guys can actually see everything. But yeah, let me know if there's any other last minute videos that you guys want to see. We're in the home stretch. It's at the point where like baby could come now or it could come in a month. So it's like, you never know, but we shall see. So sorry I've been not as active on social media. Number one, I'm tired. Number two, I've been getting everything ready. And then number three, I've also been studying for my boards exams. That'll be like, it's in a month and a week or two now from when I'm filming this video. So it's coming up soon as well. So we just have a lot going on, but very exciting time in life right now. And I'm excited to document as much as I can. But thank you for bearing with me. Don't think if I haven't posted for a while that it's because I'm in labor or the baby's here. I just am very busy. I have a full-time job and life is crazy. But thank you guys. You are always the best and you're so kind. And I love chatting with you in the comments. So until next time, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.